Let's talk about Donald Trump and rape, because it's Monday and seems like a good topic. We've been telling you about the Jane Doe who filed 3 federal complaints about Donald Trump, against Donald Trump, for alleged child rape in connection with a party that she attended involving not only Donald Trump, but also Jeffrey Epstein. And this allegedly happened back in 1994. The alleged victim was 13 years old at the time, and we have not learned that much about the victim until now. We now know that the accuser is Katie Johnson. The most recent federal filing includes 3 affidavits, one from Katie Johnson herself, previously known to us as Jane Doe, plus 2 more, an eyewitness named Tiffany Doe, and also a Joan Doe, a classmate of Johnson's back from 1994. Now, Johnson's story has been the same this entire time, throughout all of these court proceedings. She recalled being approached by Tiffany, who allegedly worked for Jeffrey Epstein at the time. Tiffany invited Katie Johnson, who was then an aspiring model, to an event in Epstein's home to get to know people and maybe get a modeling job. And throughout the summer of 1994, the lawsuit alleges that Johnson endured, quote, savage sexual attacks by both Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein. I have video testimony I'm going to play for you. I want to warn you, it is disturbing. You will notice that Johnson's voice has been altered and her face has been blurred. Notwithstanding that, this is disturbing. I am again giving you the opportunity to skip past this or to come back in about a minute and a half. Let's listen to Ms. Johnson here.
Second time that I saw Mr. Trump was same scenario. He was onlooking an orgy, and Tiffany came over to me and said that Donald Trump had requested that I perform oral sex on him. He came in, and I was basically tied to a bed with pantyhose, and he tied my moves. They were so tight it hurt to even lay there. And I tried to say something. I was like, and he just, shut up, shut up, bitch. This is. It's basically like he was being really, really rough, and I started to get scared, and he was, basically like ripping my clothes off, and I was actually I got freaked out. I just turned into this animal. It was like a completely different person. I couldn't do anything about it. And he ripped off all my clothes, and he started to basically have sex with me, and I was screaming. I'd never had sex before. It was my first time.
Yeah. Appalling and dreadful. Now, of course, Donald Trump has denied Johnson's claims since April. Trump representatives have said that he and Epstein barely even knew each other, but the Daily Beast reports that they were actually regularly seen together during the 1990s. And as I told you last week or the week before, a federal judge in New York has ordered a hearing in December about this case. This story, Pat, sort of proves that the media is out to get Trump theory is total BS. Because if corporate media wanted to take down Trump, they would be covering this story, and they would have been covering this story for months. Instead, yeah, they talk about the sexual assault allegations. This is very disturbing video that is now out there, and it's not getting corporate media coverage. Clearly, media doesn't have it that much out for Trump, because they'd be talking about this if they did.
And maybe they're not covering it because it seems unlikely, but when you combine all of the sexual assault allegations, the fact that in court proceedings, one of his ex-wives testified that, yes, indeed, Trump did rape her, and that he would walk around dressing rooms of Miss Teen USA's girls as young as 15 years old. You put that all together, this isn't far-fetched at all.
It's all the same story. I mean, all of the different pieces that we've heard all tell the exact same story. And if Donald Trump wins on November 8th, on December 16th, the president-elect will be the accused in a child rape trial. Think about that for a second. GameFly is sort of like Netflix for video games. They have over 8,000 new and classic games for Xbox One, Xbox 360, PS4, PS3, Wii, and a bunch of other platforms. And you can play as many games as you want for one monthly fee. And if you find some games you want to keep, you can buy them for a low used price. There's never any due dates or late fees, and